Good morning, grade 8 students. We are now in our week 10 lesson in mathematics, and our topic for today is about determining the equations of a line. So the objectives of this lesson is you will be able to write the equation of the line in standard and slope-intercept form. B. Determine the equation of a line given the slope and the y-intercept, the slope and the point, 2 points, and x and y intercepts, and integrates equation of a line in real-life problems. So let's have here our topic. So our topic is determining the equations of a line. We can determine the equation of a line if we are given the following information. So first, if we have 2 points of a line using 2-point form. So, yung equation, we have this equation, y minus y sub 1 equals the quantity y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1 times the quantity x minus x sub 1. So, this is what we call using 2-point form. So, we are given 2 points. The slope and the point of a line using the point slope form. So, ang yan naman niya formula is y minus y sub 1 equals, or yung equation is y minus y sub 1 equals m times the quantity x minus x sub 1. So, ang m, amo ni siyang aton nga slope, and then si x sub 1 and si y sub 1, amo ni sila ang given yung mga points. Okay, so we have now the slope and the y-intercept of a line, and then we have given ang x-intercept and the y-intercept of a line. So given these informations, we can determine the equation of a line. When we determine the equation of a line, our final answer should be in any of these forms. So we have here the standard form. Ang standard form, ang itsura is ax plus by equals c. Maghambal ka naman the slope-intercept form, we have y equals mx plus b. So, aging tawag siya the slope-intercept form. Since given ang atong slope, tupad sa variable x, amo na siyang atong slope, ang m. And then, given ang atong y-intercept, amo ni siya ang b. And we have also the intercept form, x over a plus y over b equals 1. So, ang A, amo ni siya si x-intercept, and si B, amo ni siyang ato nga y-intercept. Okay, so let's have here an example 1. Find the equation of a line given 2 points on the line. Okay, so given ang atong 2 points, we have 4, negative 5, and 0, 5. So, amo siya ang 2 points, given ta 2 points. So, 2 points on the line, namely 4, negative 5 and 0, 5 using 2-point form. So let's substitute this to our equation. So we have y equals y minus. So let 4 negative 5 be x sub 1 and y sub 1, and 5 0 be x sub 2 and y sub 2. So let's substitute this to our formula, y minus, or to our equation, y minus the quantity negative 5. Since aton nga y sub 1 is negative 5 equals, then our y sub 2 is positive 5 minus times the quantity negative 5. Since our y sub 1 is negative 5, then you substitute x sub 2 and x sub 1, which is 0 and negative and 4 respectively. Okay, x minus x sub 1, which is 4, and then you simplify, we have y plus 5, since negative times negative 5, that is positive 5, equals 5 plus 5 over negative 4 times the quantity x minus 4. Okay, so you simplify, y plus 5 equals, so 5 plus 5, that is 10, negative 4, then you still copy x minus 4. And then you simplify inside the parentheses, 10 over negative 4, that is, in lowest term, is negative 5 halves. Okay, so we have now y plus 5 equals the quantity negative 5 halves times the quantity x minus 4. Okay, so how can we simplify this? By using distributive property, so we multiply negative 5 halves inside the parentheses of x minus 4. So we multiply negative 5 halves times x, that is negative 5 halves x. Then negative 5 halves times 4 or negative 4, that becomes positive 10. Okay, so I hope you understand in this part. And then by simplifying, so you combine all like terms or you put all the other variables except sa y sa right side. Ibutan tanan yung variable sa right side, ang y variable tayo diri sa left side. So dapat mabili na di ang y, so paano tayo ma-remove si 5? So we subtract both sides of the equation by 5, that is applying this subtraction property of equality. So nag-subtract ko both sides of the equation by 5 para ma-remove si positive 5. So that ang mabilin is y na lang sa left side sa ato niya equal sign. So we have na y equals negative 5 halves x plus, so 10 minus 5, that is positive 5. So this is the slope-intercept form nga answer. Paano siya nabalaan yung slope-intercept form? Since ara siya sa form nga y equals mx plus b. Aring aton slope, and then ari ang aton nga b or aton nga y-intercept. So multiply both sides by 2 to remove the denominator. So para ma-remove ang denominator nga 2, we multiply both sides by 2. So this can be cancelled out. Ari o. Okay, so pwede na siya ma-cancel out since it is 1. Okay, so 2 times y, that is 2y equals negative 5x plus 10. And then, simplifying, combining all the variables. So, tanan nga may mga variables, x kag y, ging-combine ta naman siya sa left side. And then, sa right side, sa equal sign ng ato nga constant, this is in the standard form. So, basta gani ang mga variables nga x kag y, ara sa left side, and then ang atong constant, ara sa right side, that is in standard form. So, if we divide both sides of the equation by 10, so nga nag-divide ko both sides by 10. Para mahimo na lang di 1, so paano na di mahimo 1 ang sa right side? Ma-equal siya sa 1. So, nag-divide kita 10. So, we have 5 over x, 5x over 10, simplifying we have x over 2 plus 2y over 10, that is y over 5, and then equals 10 divided by 10, that is 1. And this is in the form of intercept form. So, muna siya yung ginatawag tayong intercept form. We have here our A and B. Ang A, amo na siya aton x-intercept, then si B, amo na siya aton nga y-intercept. Okay, so let's have here our example number 2. Find the equation of a line with slope m equals 2/5 and passing through the point negative 5, negative 5. So for the solution, we will be using the point slope form since given aton point negative 5, negative 5, and then given slope nga 2/5. That's why gamiton ta point slope form. So we have here the equation. Let's substitute the given. So our y sub 1 is negative 5, and then our x sub 1 is negative 5 also. And then ang aton nga slope is 2/5. So we just substitute our given sa aton nga equation. So we have y minus, so aton y sub 1, that is negative 5. So don't forget the sign, equals, then aton slope is 2/5 times the quantity x minus x sub 1 is negative 5. Okay, so you distribute the negative sign. Negative times negative 5, that is positive 5 equals, so you copy 2/5. So now, nasa sulod parentheses, since this is PEMDAS, so now yun siya ang sa parentheses. Okay, so x, copy x, Negative times negative 5, that is positive 5. So simplifying, applying distributive property, so y plus 5 equals, so 2/5 times x, that is 2/5 x, 2/5 times 5, that is positive 2. So nag-apply ko di distributive property. Multiply ha. So we are multiplying. Okay, next is we will make this into its slope-intercept form. So, paano ito siya himon into slope-intercept form? Dapat, ang sa left side, y lang gid ang mabilib. So, paano ito ni ma-remove si positive 5? Kaya dapat si y na lang bilin. So, paano ko niya ma-remove si positive 5? Okay, so we subtract both sides of the equation by 5 para mahimo na siya di 0. Okay, so we have now y plus 5 minus 5 equals 2/5 x plus 2 minus 5. Simplifying, this becomes 0. So, madula na ni siya. And then, we have now y equals 2/5 x minus 3. Since 2 minus 5, that is negative 3. Okay, then, if we change this into its standard form, so dapat wala kita dire denominator. We multiply both sides by 5. So we have now 5y equals 2x minus 15. Since nag-multiply kita 5 ha, basta ma-confuse ka mo paano siya siya. Okay, so 5 times y, that is 5y. 5 times 2/5 x, that is 2x. And then 5 times negative 3, that is negative 15. Okay, so I hope you understand in this part. And then, dapat sa aton yung standard form, ang variables ng x and y are sa left side. So, we subtract both sides by 2x. And then, doing the manipulation, we have now 2x minus 5y equals 15. So, this is now our answer. So, kung ginapangita in standard form, amo na siyang answer ta, 2x minus 5y. Kung ginapangita lang is the slope-intercept form, amo ni siya ang aton nga answer. Okay, so let's proceed to our example number 3. Find the equation of a line parallel to y equals 2/5 x minus 3 and passes through the point 10, negative 2. So for the solution, okay, take note that if two lines are parallel, their slopes are equal. So you take note of this. So what do you mean when we say parallel lines? So magambal kita parallel lines, these are lines that if we extend infinitely, they do not intersect. So these are coplanar lines that if you extend, they will not meet each other. So wala gid a tendency or time that they will intersect or meet each other. So we have here the slope of a line is 2/5. So how did I know na ang slope ta is 2/5? Okay, sorry oh. So paano ko nambalan yung slope is 2/5? So di ba given ang aton nga slope-intercept form, we have y equals mx plus b. Okay, so again, ang m, amo ni siyang aton nga slope. Ang m, amo na siyang tupad sa variable x. So ano nga number ang tupad sa aton variable x? So there is a equation. So di ba that is 2/5. So si 2/5, amo ni siya ang m, and this is our slope. Si m, that is our slope. So therefore, the slope of a line is 2/5. Okay, so I hope you understand on this part nga nag 2/5 ang aton nga slope. Okay, substitute the values in y minus y sub 1 equals m times the quantity x minus x sub 1. Okay, so this is our equation. You substitute y sub 1, that is negative 2, equals our slope, that is 2/5. So we have 2/5 times the quantity x minus our x sub 1, that is positive 10. So we have now simplifying y Negative times negative 2, that is positive 2, equals 2/5 over x minus 10. And then we have now y plus 2. You apply distributive property. 2/5 times x, that is 2/5 x. Then 2/5 times negative 10, that is negative 4. And then making this into its slope intercept form, dapat sa left side, y na lang ang mabilin. So, we subtract both sides of the equation by 2. So, we have now y equals 2/5 x minus 6. So, kung ginapakita in slope-intercept form, so this is our final answer. Okay, note, if two lines are parallel, their slopes are equal. So, if two lines are perpendicular, their slopes are negative reciprocal. So, we have here examples ng parallel lines. So, they will not meet. Andi rin naman sa perpendicular lines, nag-meet sila, excuse me, naga-intersect ang duwa ka line and then they create a 90-degree angle. So, ano siya yan sa perpendicular line. And then, ang relationship with slope, ang slope ng atong parallel lines that is equal. So, kung ang line 1 ta, iya nga slope is si 1/3, ang slope man sa ikaduwa nga line dapat 1/3. Kay since equal ang ilang nga slope. So, kung given si line 1, slope niya is 5, then ang slope ni line 2 is 5. So, dapat equal ang ilang slope. Sa perpendicular lines naman niya, opposite or the negative reciprocal. So, kung si line 1, ang iyang slope is 1/3. So, ano ang suli ni 1/3? That is 3/1. So, nag-interchange lang ato numerator kag denominator. So, numerator, mahimo na siya denominator, and then si denominator, mahimo siya numerator. So, take note, negative reciprocal. So, kung positive si 1/3, himuon ta ni siya negative 3. Okay, so let's have 5. So, ang negative reciprocal ni 5 is negative 1/5. Since ang denominator ni 5 is 1, so ma-numerator na ni siya si 1, and then ma-denominator na si 5. And then take note, negative reciprocal. So, the negative, the opposite of positive 5 is negative 5. So, this becomes negative 1/5. Okay, so the negative reciprocal of negative 2/7 is positive 7/2. Okay, so let's proceed to our example number 4. Find the equation of a line whose slope is negative 3/5 and the y-intercept is 3. So, ang given ta naman diya is the slope and the y-intercept. So, we have here m equals negative 3/5 and b equals 3. Substitute the values in y equals mx plus b. So, ano siya yung pinakahapos. All you have to do is to substitute. So, y equals, so ang ato yung slope is negative 3/5. Oops, I guess may x pa na diyo. This is negative 3/5 x plus 3. So, this is now our answer kung naka-slope-intercept form. Pero kung ginapangita ako in standard form, so dapat wala kita diri denominator. So, we multiply both sides by 5. So, we have now 5y equals negative 3x plus 15. Okay, so simplifying, we have now 3x plus 5 equals 15. Since atong standard form, si x and y variable dapat ara siya sa left side and then ang constant ang mabilin sa right side. Okay, so changing this into intercept form, we have x over 5 plus y over 3 equals 1. So, paano nag-amon siya nga form? So, we just divide both sides of the equation by 15 para mahimo na di sa 1 ang sa left side. So, kung ano na di gani nga number, amo na siyang i-divide ta. So, we have now x over 5 plus y over 3 equals 1. Okay, so our last example. Find the equation of a line whose intercepts are as follows. So, given naman diyan duwa ta ka-intercept. So, we have the x-intercept, -3, and the y-intercept, 2. So, for the solution, substitute the values in x over a plus y over b equals 1. So, aton nga a, that is -3, and then aton b is +2 equals 1. So, amo na ni sila nga duwang aton is-substitute. And then, we multiply both sides by the LCD para ma-remove ni si -3 and si +2. So, we multiply both sides by 6. So, we have now -3 or 6x divided by -3, that is -2x, and then plus 6y divided by 2, that is +3y equals +6. So, nag-multiply ko di both sides of the equation by -1 para si 2x, si -2x, di kagina may mo siya +2x. That's why nahimo siya 2x minus 3y equals -6, kaya nag-multiply ko both sides by -1. So, pwede man, para diretso, nag-multiply kita both sides by -6. Okay, then simplifying, we have now our standard form is 2x minus 3y equals -6. So, amo siya atong standard form. So, what if kung hinuon ko man siya into slope-intercept form? So, changing this into slope-intercept form, nag-multiply lang ko both sides by 2. Since dapat ang aton nga y variable, wala ni siya constant. So, we have now 2x over -3 plus y equals 2. And then, para ma-remove si 2x, 2x over -3 is nag-subtract kita both sides by 2x over -3. So, our final answer now is y equals 2/3 x plus 2. So, this is in the form of slope-intercept form. Okay, so thank you for watching the video. I hope you understand the topic for today. And if you have questions, kindly message me to our group chat. Thank you and God bless.